You were not scrolling. You were being located. Somewhere beyond the edges of ordinary time, a pulse traveled through the lattice of reality and recognized the resonance inside your chest. This message isn't a coincidence. It is a return. Not to a memory you remember, but to a memory that remembers you. Breathe. You are being called back into the architecture of your own soul.
Chapter 1: The Space Between Worlds. Before creation moves, it waits. Not in emptiness, but in fullness too vast for the mind to witness. The ancients knew this. The quiet phase is not a void, but a condensation of potential so dense it feels like nothing. Your life is not stalled. It is gathering momentum in the unseen. The dark soil does not rush the seed. The universe does not rush destiny. Silence is where futures prepare to take shape.
Chapter 2: The Threshold Point. Reality bends where intention sharpens. There is always a moment, invisible to the eye, when the internal becomes stronger than the external. This is the threshold point, when the new universe you are generating becomes more real than the one you are leaving behind. Every choice, every pulse of courage, every breath taken in faith tilts the axis of your timeline. You are not on the edge of change. You are the edge of change. Chapter 3: The Keeper of Fear. Every ancient temple had a gatekeeper, not to guard the sacred, but to test the initiate. The test was always the same, the whisper that says, "Turn back, nothing is happening." Fear is not an enemy, it is a mirror. It shows you the size of the doorway you are about to cross. Those who freeze remain outside. Those who soften pass through. Surrender is the password that unbinds the gate. Chapter 4: The Golden Thread. There is a thread of light inside you, stretching into every future you are capable of becoming. Your desires are not random, they are coordinates, signals from the version of you that already lives what you long for. The more you chase, the further it seems. The more you open, the more the thread vibrates and pulls your destiny toward you. Creation is not pursuit. It is resonance.
Chapter 5: The Shape of the One Who Receives. Manifestation is not an act, it is an identity. The universe mirrors what you embody, not what you ask for. Walk like the one who has already crossed the river. Breathe like the one who carries the treasure. Stand like the one who is recognized by the unseen. Reality adjusts to the posture of your soul. When you inhabit the frequency of arrival, arrival becomes inevitable. Chapter 6: The Sacred Stillness. Every birth begins with a pause, a suspension, the inhale before the world changes form. This stillness is not delay, it is alignment. The universe is arranging threads you cannot see, conversations that have not happened yet, intersections that require divine timing. Trust the motion hidden inside the silence.
Chapter 7. The Song of the Body. Your body is an instrument tuned by emotion, calibrated by thought. Every feeling you choose adjusts your frequency, like a hand turning a cosmic dial. Gratitude opens gateways. Calm sharpens clarity. Love reorders matter. Your field sings your future long before your voice speaks it. Choose your notes with intention. The universe listens. Chapter 8. The Storm That Builds. Before new architecture rises, old structures must crumble. What seems like chaos is actually reconfiguration. The old timeline loosening its grip so the new one can anchor. Release is not destruction, it is preparation for expansion. The storm is not against you, it is carving space for what your soul has outgrown. Chapter 9. The Art of Becoming. The Atlanteans taught one truth above all. You do not transform through effort, you transform through coherence. When your thoughts, emotions, and inner identity converge, reality has no choice but to follow the alignment. Move through the world as the embodiment of your future. Your nervous system will rewrite its codes. Your field will shift its magnetism. Creation happens from the inside out. Chapter 10. When timelines touch. There comes a moment when your future begins breathing with you. Your days feel charged, your nights restless, the air around you almost electric. This is the merging, your current self and your realized self meeting in the space between breaths. Synchronicities multiply because the two timelines are overlapping. What was distant is now whisper close. Welcome to the corridor of convergence. Chapter 11. The Passage Through the Impossible. What you once called a barrier is thinning. The wall was never solid. It was only waiting for you to vibrate beyond it. When consciousness rises, matter obeys. Paths appear where no door existed. Obstacles dissolve before intention. You do not break through, you pass through. Chapter 12. The Self That Calls You Forward. Your intuition is not guidance. It is memory. A message sent from the version of you who already crossed the threshold. You call it a sign. It calls you home. Every urge, every whisper, every inner pull is a summons from the self who remembers your destiny. Follow the voice that feels like déjà vu. It is you from the other side of becoming. Chapter 13. The Chamber of Pure Potential. Life sometimes brings you to places where nothing moves, nothing shifts, nothing answers. That chamber is sacred. It is the place where form dissolves so new form can be written. Do not fear the stillness. It is the workshop of the universe, the silent room where your next reality is crafted. Chapter 14. The Rising of the Many. Your transformation is not isolated. It is part of a larger unfolding. When one soul remembers, others awaken through resonance. Your light is not a lamp, it is a signal tower. When you shift, the field itself shifts. You are not just awakening. You are participating in the remembering of a civilization that lives inside the human heart.
Chapter 15. The Becoming of the Radiant One. And then it happens. Not slowly, but all at once. The new identity settles. The old one evaporates. And you stand in your own being as if for the first time. This is emergence. Not the rise of something new, but the unveiling of what was always inside you. You are no longer seeking the light. You are carrying it.
Final activation, the flame that never died. You were not guided here by accident. You were remembered. The codes you feel rising in your chest are not metaphors. They are ancestral frequencies returning to their rightful place in your consciousness. You are the continuation of an ancient promise. Close your eyes. One breath. One sentence. I carry the flame of Atlantis, not as a symbol, but as identity. The awakening has begun. Become a member. Unlock the inner temple. If this transmission resonated with your soul, imagine what waits for you inside the deeper chambers. As a channel member, you unlock exclusive content not available to the public. Deep guided meditations to raise your frequency, energetic activations to awaken your inner codes, advanced spiritual transmissions about Atlantis, consciousness, and higher timelines, weekly experiences designed to accelerate your awakening. This is not just access, it's initiation. If you felt the calling, it's meant for you. Click join and step into the inner circle. The real journey continues on the inside.